Well, that's all there are, Miss Cutler. They're all under the tree.
Thank you, Joanne.
My, I've never seen anyone get so many presents before. I can hardly wait to see what's in them.
When will Mr. Whiteside open, Miss Cutler?
Well, you see, Joanne, Christmas is Mr. Whiteside's personal property. He invented it and it belongs to him. First thing tomorrow morning, Mr. Whiteside will open each and every present and will be the goddamnedest fuss you ever saw.
My, look who has presents from. Shirley Temple, William Lloyd Phillips, Somerset Maugham. My, I can hardly wait for tomorrow. And Mr. Whiteside's tree is so beautiful too. Mr. and Mrs. Stanley's had to put those in their bedroom, you know. They can hardly undress at night.
Good evening, Mr. Jefferson.
Good evening, Joanne. Merry Christmas, Sarah.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Jefferson.
Hello, Maggie. Say, business is good, isn't it? My, what a little quiet bribery and a weekly radio hour can get you. What did the sponsors give us?
They gave me your supply of their product, cream of mush.
Well, he'll give it right back to them over the air.
Wait until you hear tonight's broadcast, fellow. It's so sticky, I've been able to get it off my fingers since I copied it.
I'll bet. Okay, listen, I'll come clean. Under the influence of God knows what, I have just bought you a Christmas present.
Why, Mr. Jefferson, sir?
I think before I go and spend my hard money, I would like you to come downtown and take a look at it with me. Will you come downtown and take a look at it with me?
Bert, this is very sweet of you. I'm quite touched. What is it? I can't wait.
A subscription you pick, click, look, and listen. Say anything I want to tell you, come down and see.
All right. Sherry, I'm going out for a few minutes with Horace Greeley. I won't be long.
No, Mr. Whiteside, how about some cribbage after your broadcast tonight?
No, I was not playing cribbage with you, Carrie. Where are you off to now, Madam Butterfly?
I'm being given a Christmas present. Anything you want done downtown?
Yes, bring baby a lollipop. What are you giving me for Christmas, Mr. Jefferson? I've enriched your feeble life far beyond your capacity to repay me.
That's exactly what I thought, so I'm not giving you anything.
Oh, I see. Well, I was going to give you my own trust, but now I shan't. What time did you say those radio men were coming, Maggie?
About 6:30. I'll be here. You've got to cut, Sherry. You're 4 minutes over. Oh, and there's a cablegram here from Beverly Carlton. He doesn't know what train he can get out of Chicago, but he'll be here sometime this evening.
Oh, is he staying overnight?
No. He's going to get right out again. He's sailing Friday on the Queen Mary.
Think I can peek in at the window and get a look at it? Beverly Carlton used to be one of my heroes.
Used to be, you ink-stained hack. Beverly Carlton is the single greatest talent in the English theater today. Now, you get this illiterate numbskull out of my sight, and don't bring him back.
Okay, Mr. Whiteside, I will come back until Beverly Carlton gets here.
We are going, Bert. I want to know you bought me. I'm like a 10-year-old kid.
You know, you look like a 10-year-old kid, Maggie, at that.
Hello. Yes, operator. Can you connect me to the Mansion House? Hello, Mansion House? Yes. Can you tell me if Miss Lorraine Sheldon has arrived yet? She hasn't, eh? Thank you. Goodbye. What do you want coming into a room like that? Don't you know how to knock?
Well, but I wasn't coming in, I was coming out.
Miss Green, you are obviously in this room, are you not?
Well, I guess I am.
Therefore, you came in. Hereafter, please knock.
There's some express on here with crate, Mr. Whiteside. I told him to come around front.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. Stand there, Miss Green. You look like a frozen custard.
All right, come ahead.
What is it, Joanne?
It's some kind of animal, Mr. Whiteside.
I'll take some animal. We have to be at Center Club this morning.
Who's it from?
Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Say.
Oh, why, they're penguins. 2, 3, 4 penguins. Hello, my pretties.
Directions are right on top. Treaties on the loose.
To be fed only whale blubber, eels, and cracked lobster.
Hello, hello. They make the most entrancing companion. Put them in the library with me, Joanne.
Yes, sir.
Better tell Sarah to order half a dozen lobsters.
Yes, sir.
Don't suppose there's any whale talk in this town?
Good evening, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, yes, there is. I'm sorry, Doctor. You caught me at a very bad time. I have to do my yogi exercises, yes.
But, Mr. Whiteside, it's been a week now. My book, when are we going to start work on my book? I was thinking that perhaps today good evening, Miss Brady.
Good evening, Dr. Bradley.
I opened those 2 slats, Mr. Whiteside. They seem so crowded in there.
Doctor? Well, perhaps I'm not well, but when I opened the doors just now, I thought I saw a penguin with a thermometer in its mouth.
Penguin? They must have gotten out of their crate.
Wait, penguins? Did you say penguins?
Yes, I did. Dr. Bradley, would you go in there and capture them for me?
Capture the penguins, yes.
And Miss Breen, will you go in there and entertain them for me until I come in?
Yes, sir.
The Christmas tree in the bedroom just saw Mr. Stanley. He's got a big bump on his forehead.
Oh, why isn't that too bad? Go on, Dr. Bradley. Go on, Miss Breen.
Hello, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, Dickie, my boy, what have you got for me today?
Mr. Whiteside, will you have some time later?
I don't know, Doctor. I'm busy now.
Well, suppose I will. I'll wait a little while.
Dr. Bradley is the greatest living argument I've ever met from mercy killings. What have you got for me today?
Well, Mr. Whiteside, I was wondering if you'd take a look at these new photographs that I've taken.
Certainly. Richard, I've been meaning to talk to you about him. He's good. You're no longer just a kid fooling around with a camera anymore. He's all good. As good as anything by Margaret Burke White.
Say, I didn't know they were as good as that. I just have to take pictures is all.
I mean it, Richard. You know what I think? I think you should get on a train and just get off wherever it stops. Mexico, Singapore, and just take pictures. Millions of them. Good pictures, wonderful pictures, bad pictures, billions of pictures.
Say, wouldn't I like to, though? If I could do that, I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
Well, why don't you? If I were your age, I'd do it like a shot.
Well, you know why. Dad.
Richard, do you honestly want to do this for the rest of your life?
I certainly do.
Then do it.
Hello, Richard. Good afternoon, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, good afternoon, June. So I'm afraid I don't see you, Richard.
I guess so. Well, thank you, Mr. Whiteside. It's been swell, and I won't forget. June, are you coming upstairs?
Yes, in a few minutes, Richard.
Well, knock on my door when you come up, will you? I want to talk to you.
Yes, I will.
June, my lad, you were too young to know about the Elwell case, weren't you? Completely fascinating. Would you like to hear about it?
Well, Mr. Whiteside, I was wanting to talk to you. Would you mind, just for a few minutes? This is important.
Certainly, my dear. I take this is all about that young Lothario that you have down at the factory.
Yes. I mean, I just can't seem to make Father understand. It's like talking to a blank wall. He won't meet him. He won't even talk about it. I mean, what are we going to do? Sandy and I love each other. Well, I don't know where to turn.
My dear, I would like to meet this young man, see him for myself.
Oh, would you, Mr. Whiteside? Because he's outside now. He's in the kitchen.
Good, bring him in.
Mr. Whiteside, he's a very sensitive boy. You will be nice to him, won't you?
God damn it, June, when will you learn that I am always kind and courteous? Bring this idiot in.
Sandy! Sandy! Here he is, Mr. Whiteside. This is Sandy.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do, young man? Well, it seems if I've been correctly informed that you two babes have quietly gone into the woods and lost your minds.
Well, there's another name for it. It's called love.
Well, you've come to the right place. Dr. Sheridan Whiteside, broken hearts mended, brakes relied, hamburgers, come right ahead.
Well, if June is still doing anything at all, Mr. Whiteside, you know the jam we're in. You see, I work in the labor union. I'm an organizer. Been organizing the men in Mr. Stanley's factory, and Mr. Stanley's pretty sore about
I bet.
it. Did you tell you that?
Yes, she did.
Well, that being the case, Mr. Whiteside, I don't think I have the right to try to influence June. If she marries me, that would mean a definite break in her family. And I don't like to bring that about. But you see, the trouble is, Mr. Stanley's so stubborn about it, so arbitrary. You know, this is not something I've done just to spite him. We fell in love with each other. But Mr. Stanley behaves as though it were all a big plot. John L. Lewis sent me here to marry his daughter.
He's tried to fire Sandy twice out of the factory, but he couldn't on account of the whack act, thank God.
Yes, he thinks I wrote that too.
If he'd only let me talk to him, or if he let Sandy talk to him.
Well, we've been all over that, June. Anyway, I've gotten word I'm needed in Chicago. I may have to go on to Frisco from there. So anyways, you see the jam we're in.
Sandy's leaving tonight, Mr. Whiteside, and he'll probably be gone a year. We've simply got to decide now.
Well, June, I'm glad you brought this young man to me. I have an unyielding instinct about people. Oh, excuse me, just a second. Hello? Yes, this is Whiteside. Who's calling? Oh, it's Walt Disney in Hollywood. Hello? Hello? Yes, I hear it. It sounds just like static. June. Yes. Yes, I heard it. Yes, I heard it. Yes, oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Walt, old man. Yes. No, from here I'm going to New York. Oh, yes. All right, I'll talk to you later then. Goodbye. Oh, yes. Oh, and don't worry about Fantasia. Beethoven has written a hit in years. Goodbye. Do you know what that was you just listened to, June? The voice of Donald Duck.
Not really.
Mr. Disney calls me every Christmas that I may hear it. 2 years ago, I was at the bottom of the ocean with William Beebe. Caught me. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. June, as I see it, this is really very simple. Stripped of its externals, what does it come down to? Your father. The possibility of making him unhappy, is that right?
Very unhappy.
Well, that isn't the point. Suppose your parents are unhappy. It's good for them. Develops their character. Look at me. My parents haven't seen me since I was 4 years old. They hear me on the radio, and that's good for them.
Then your advice is to just go ahead with it, Mr. Whiteside?
It is. Marry him tonight, June.
You mean that, Mr. Whiteside?
No, I mean you should marry Hamilton Fish. What on earth do you think I mean? My only opinion is that you're not worthy of this young man.
Come on, Daisy, stop that.
There's Dad.
Excuse us for trespassing here, Mr. Whiteside.
Not at all, little fellow, not at all. It's Christmas, you know. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Stanley.
Yes, Merry Christmas. June, would you like to come along with us? We're taking some presents over to the Dexters.
No thank you, Mother. I have to write some letters.
What do I want, Daisy? Mr. Stanley, did I spy a bump on your forehead? Did you have an accident?
No, Mr. Whiteside. Actually, I'm taking boxing lessons. Go ahead, Daisy.
Dear Mr. Whiteside, I've been trying all day to see you, to give you this.
Oh, why, a Christmas present for me? Thank you, Miss Stanley.
Oh, it's only a trifle, but I thought you should have it. It's a picture of me as I used to be. It was taken on Christmas Eve many years ago. But don't open it until stroke of midnight. Will you? Merry Christmas, Mr. Whiteside. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Miss Stanley.
Hello, is this the Stanley residence?
Yes, it is.
Would you tell Mr. Whiteside that Lorraine Shelton's here to see him?
Is that my Blossom girl?
Sherry, my sweet. Oh, look at your poor, tortured face. Let me kiss it. Oh, how drawn you look. I want to cry.
Well, all right, dear. You made a very nice entrance. Now settle down.
But how can I? I've been so worried ever since you called. sitting in that chair.
This chair fits my fanny better than anything else ever has. I feel better than I have in years. My only concern is news of the outside world. So take up that skunk and tell me everything.
Darling, I'm so relieved. You look perfectly wonderful. I've never seen you look better. My dear, do I look correct? I just dashed in from New York. Didn't do a thing about Christmas. Hattie Carnegie and I had my hair done and got right on the train. And then Normandy was back. It was just exhausting. Fun, you know, but just exhausting. Working the class so and doing the band. It was exhausting. I said we never got to bed at all the whole time. I'm so excited. I have so much to tell you. I don't even know where to begin.
Start with the dirt first here. That's what I want to hear.
Let me see. Sybil Cartwright was found right out of Ciro's the night before I left. She was wearing one of those new awful cellophane dresses you could absolutely see through Trafalgar Square. And Sir Henry Montross, the famous painter, you know, suing his mother for disorderly conduct. Simply shocked everyone. Oh, and before I forget, Anthony Eden says he's going to be in the New Year's broadcast, and Beatrice Lilly needs you to take off 25 pounds straight away and send her to me by a parcel boat. She needs her.
Oh, perfectly nice. Now come, dear, what about you? What about your love life? I never believed that you never got to bed at all, pardon me expression.
Sherry, you're dreadful.
What about that splendid bit of English mutton? Lord Bottomley, haven't you cooked it yet? Come, dear, mustn't pull the bedclothes over my eyes. This is sherry. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to be Lady Bottomley, with 12 castles and over 100,000 pounds a year. Tell me, has he ever gotten a chance to have his teeth fixed? Every time I order Roquefort cheese, I fix those teeth.
Sherry, really. He said it may not be brilliant, but he's rather sweet, poor lamb, and I think he likes me. He does represent a sort of English living there in, like, Surrey and London, for the season, at Tree Box and following that lovely old castle in Wales. You've been there, Sherry. You know what I'm talking
I
about.
do indeed.
Well, really, Sherry, if I can marry Cedric, why wouldn't I? Shall I tell you something, Sherry? From something he said before I left, I think he's definitely coming around to it. Not definitely mine too, but in a year or two, don't be surprised if I really am Lady Bottomley.
Lady Bottomley. Well, won't Kansas City be surprised? However, I shall be a flower girl and give the groom an iron toothpick as a wedding present. Now come, dear, let's hear some more of your skullduggery.
Well,
Mr. Whiteside.
No, not now. Go away! Oh, he's, fixing the plumbing. Come here, I want some news.
but Sherry, what about this plane? I've been so excited ever since your phone call, and I came all the way over here, even on Christmas Eve.
All right, all right. Here's the situation. This young author, his name is Bert Jefferson, gave me the play with the understanding that I sent it to Kit Cornell. It's a magnificent part, and God knows I feel disloyal to Kit.
Sherry.
Well, anyhow, there you are. Dinner and work around in the play. God, I shouldn't have to tell you how to do these things. How else did you get all those other parts?
Sherry. Well, just sleep at the hotel and get into something more attractive.
All right, go and get into your working clothes and then come back and have a Christmas dinner with Sherry and I'll have Mr. Jefferson on tap. By the way, is that a new diamond clip here? That's a new bit of loot, isn't it?
Didn't I show you it? Sandra gave it to me for his mother's birthday.
Oh.
She was super furious. That tax running outside.
Sherry, what do you think?
Actually, give it the most beautiful. Why, hello, Maggie. I was wondering when I get to see you. How are you?
Santa's been at work, my man. Oh, Blossom Girl just surprised us out of the blue.
Hello, Lorraine.
Who's that over there? Bert! Bert, come and meet Miss Lorraine Sheldon. Lorraine, this is Bert Jefferson. Young newspaperman, Miss Lorraine Sheldon.
How do you do, Miss Sheldon?
How do you do? You said Jefferson?
Yes, I do.
Why, Mr. Jefferson, you don't look like a newspaper man. No, you don't look like a newspaper man at all.
Really, I thought it was written all over me in Young Life.
No, but by the look of you, I should have said you were, I don't know, an aviator, an explorer or something. You've just got that certain dash about you. I'm simply enchanted with your town, Mr. Jefferson. It gives one such a warm, gracious feeling. Tell me, how have you lived throughout your life?
Practically.
If you wish to hear the story of his life, Lorraine, kindly do so on your own time. Maggie and I have work to do.
Isn't he just the world for this man? Can I drop you, Mr. Jefferson? I've got a taxi waiting outside. I'm staying at the main house, I think it's called.
No, thank you, I have my car. Suppose I drop you?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Bye. See you later, Sherry. Bye, Maggie.
Goodbye, Maggie. I'm invited back to dinner, am I not?
Oh, yes, I always feed the needy at Christmas time. Now stop oozing out. Get out!
Come on, Mr. Jefferson. I want to learn a lot more about this town and a great deal about you as well.
Well, let's get to work, shall we? What time did you say those radio men were coming? 6? Oh, and how much did they want out? 4 minutes?
Yes, that's right. 4 minutes. She's looking very well, isn't she?
What's that? Who?
The Countess T. Pushover. Quite a surprise, wasn't it, for dropping in?
Yes, it was. Now, come on, Aggie, come on, get to work!
Why, she must have gone through New York like a dose of salts. How long she going to stay anyway?
I don't know, a few days. At this joyous time of year, when the hearts of men... I can't cut that!
Isn't it curious? There was Lorraine, snug as a bug in somebody's bed in the Normandy.
Ere the Yuletide season
Now,
comes.
Sherry, dear, we will talk of it.
Now, look here, Maggie, just because a friend of mine happens to come out here and visit me doesn't mean that... Maggie, was that a dog? Oh, that's the door. That's probably Beverly. Go and see if it is. Run!
Beverly!
Magpie, a large voice of inception for my magpie.
Come in here, you Piccadilly pincusher, and gaze upon a soul in agony.
Don't tell me how you watched it yet. I want none of the tiresome details, and I have only a little time, so the conversation shall be entirely about me. And I shall love it. Shall I tell you how I glittered through the south seas like a silver scimitar? Or would you rather hear how I frolicked through Zamnesia, flirting with their Major General's daughter while finishing a 3-act play at the same time? Magpie dear, you are the moonflower of my middle age, and I love you very much. Say something tender to me.
Beverly, darling.
That's my girl. Now then, Sherry dear, without going to mountainous waves of self-pity, how are you?
I'm fine with sumptuous coffee. And now how was the trip? Wonderful?
Fabulous. I did a fantastic amount of work. By the way, did I glimpse the little boudoir butterfly that sheltered in the motor car as we came up the driveway?
You did indeed. She's paying us a Christmas visit.
Dear girl, did you say she set fire to her mother? But I don't believe it. Sherry dear, my evil one, not only have I written the finest copy since Moliere, but also the best review since my last one, and an opera that's so good it frightens me. I shall play 8 weeks in London, 6 in New York. No matinees, that is all. Then I am off to the Grecian islands. Magpie dear, why don't you come along? Why don't you deserve this cannonball of luck and come with me?
Beverly, do be careful if you're catching me at a good moment.
You came from Hollywood, right? How long were you there?
3 unbelievable days. I saw everyone from Adrian to Seneca. The day came for us to a shrine. I was insufferably charming and grisly firm in refusing $7 million for 2 minutes' work.
What about Banjo? Did you see my wonderful Banjo in Hollywood?
I did. He gave a dinner for me. I arrived in white tie and tails to be met at the door by 2 bewigged brothers who quietly proceeded to take my passport. I was then ushered in lemon silk drawers into a room full of Norma Shear, Clement Cloverton, Aldous Huxley, among others. Yes, sweet, incomparable Banjo.
Oh, I remember that summer at Antiques, when he put a microphone in Lorraine's mattress, and then he played the record the next day at lunch.
I remember it indeed. Lorraine left Antiques by the next boat.
There's Banjo over there now.
Ooh, what's the matter, Magpie? Is Lorraine being her own sweet, sick-making self?
You wouldn't take her to the Grecian Islands with you, would you, Beverly? Just for me?
Now, Lorraine is a charming person who has gallantly given up her own Christmas to spend it with me.
Oh, I knew I had a bit of church first, all too long. Mr. Whiteside.
No, not now. Go away, I'm busy.
Have you kidnapped someone, Sherry?
Yes, that was Charlie Ross. Come, Beverly, is this something juicy?
Juicy? How's a pomegranate? It is the latest report from London on the winter maneuvers of Miss Lorraine Sheldon against the left flank. In fact, all flanks of Lord Cedric bottomless. Listen, Lorraine has just left us in a car of Chanel number 5. Since September, in her relentless pursuit of his lordship, she has paused only to change girdles and check her oil. She has chased him, panting, from castle to castle, until he finally took refuge for several weekends in the gentleman's laboratory of the House of Lords. Practically no one's betting on the Derby this year. We are all making a book on Lorraine. She sets sail tomorrow on the North Sea, but with so much return on the Atlantic clipper, if possibly so much as belches in her direction. Have you ever met Lord Bottomley Magpie, dear?
No, I haven't.
Not the cheese dagger, but only six partridges, and the Duke of Sutherland.
That's Bottomley down to the very bottom.
Ribbing debate house today. Old lady spent what 3 hours drunk 10 at the end of it. Ribbing.
You're making it up, Beverly. Nobody speaks like that.
Oh, it's so good. It's uncanny. Oh, damn it, Beverly. Why must we rush right out of here? I've never seen enough of you ungrateful moment.
Sherry, dear, I can only tell you that my love for you is so great that I changed trains in Chicago to spend an extra 10 minutes with you and wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, my love. My little magpie.
Beverly.
And now, I have just time for one magnificent number to show you how brilliant the whole thing really is. It's the second number from my new review.
And get rid of them, Maggie.
Hello. Oh, hello, birds. Beverly, would you talk to a newspaper man? I kind of promised him.
You won't have time, magpie, unless he's under the piano.
Oh, would you speak to him at the station just before you go? Bird, go to the station and wait for him. He'll be there in a few minutes. Goodbye.
Beverly, the souls are impatient. Let's have this second-rate masterpiece.
It's called What Am I to Do? Oft in the nightfall, I think I might fall down from my parents' height. Deep in the heart, always apart, quick shivering light. Run little lake, and the shade shafts of time. Barb you with their witty design, cinch you with their soft fire. Softly a fluid druid meets me. Olden and golden, the dawn night greets me. Cherishing, so perishing, up to the stars I climb. What am I to do toward ending this madness, this sadness that's rending me through? The flowers of yesteryear are haunting, taunting, darling, for wanting you. What am I to say to warnings of sorrow when warnings tomorrow brings the dew? Will I see the cosmic rays shattered and scattered to bits? What not am I to do?
Beverly, superb. The best thing you've ever written.
Please let me say that.
Oh, Joanne, will you check who that is? Promptly, Mr. Westcott. Come right in, Mr. Westcott.
Oh, the airways say, well, I shan't have to hear you, thank God. I shall be on a train.
Mr. Westcott, will you go into that room? Joanne, when you have a minute, will you show them where to plug in? Come on, Whiteside. Time to say goodbye.
What? Now, stop this nonsense.
Au revoir, Sherry. Merry Christmas.
Beverly, my lamb. Maggie, stop this. I want to talk to Beverly.
Kiss Beverly on London or July 12th.
I will not be rushed out of this room like some baby who wants to have his diapers changed. Maggie, stop this. Maggie!
Magpie too.
Beverly, I want 1 minute. I must have it. You'll make the train. The station's a minute and a half from here.
Why, what's the matter, Magpie?
Go away!
I was just waiting in the kitchen until Mr. Excuse me.
Who is that man?
Never mind. Beverly, I'm in great trouble.
Why, Magpie dear? What is it?
I've fallen in love.
No!
Yes! Beverly, for the first time in my life, I'm in love. I can't tell you about it. There's a time that Sherry's doing everything he can to pull us apart. In his own fiendish way, he's doing everything he can to break us up.
Why, dear Flounder? What's he doing?
The rain. He's brought the rain here to smash it up.
Oh, it's somebody here. In this town?
He's a newspaper man, the one you're going to see at the station. He's written a play, and I know Sherry must be using him as bait. I know Lorraine. She'll eat him up alive. You've got to help me, Beverly.
Of course I will, Magpie. What do you want me to do?
You've got to get Lorraine out of here. The sooner the better. And you can do it for me.
But how? How can I? I'm leaving.
There's one on that table.
Thank you. One of those penguins ate the original.
Here's my lunch for you.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's simply enchanting. And British Sherry and Lorraine at the same time. It's pure heaven. I adore it. I shall tune up brow.
Darling, the first baby will be named Beverly. You're wonderful.
Of course I am, dear. Come to Chiswick for your honeymoon. I'll put you up. Goodbye, my lovely. I do adore you. Mercy, let me out of you.
Joanne? Is everything all right?
Yeah. Shall I straight up move to the broadcast and stuff?
No, Joanne, it's in television, thank God. I only hear the liquid voice.
He's really wonderful, isn't he? Mr. Whiteside? And things he finds out to do.
Yes, he certainly sticks his nose into everything, Joanne. Yes, Mr. Westphal.
Why, Miss June, are you going away?
Why, no, Joanne, no. Mr. Whiteside isn't there, I suppose?
Yes, he's getting ready to go to the radio.
Oh, would you? No, never mind.
Where is he? Is he in the library?
Yes.
Okay, maybe we should. Let's go.
Hello, dear. Where's Sharon? Inside working, broadcasting very soon.
Oh, yes, Christmas Eve, y'all. What a wonderful man Sherry Whiteside is. You must consider yourself very lucky to be secretary to him.
Yes, you meet such interesting people. That's quite a gown, Lorraine. Are you going anywhere?
Oh, I just don't want anything at all. Aren't you dressing up for dinner?
No, no. Just what meets the eye.
Who does your hair, Maggie?
A little French woman, Maggie Cutler, comes in every morning.
Every time I see you, I think your hair can be so wonderful. I've always wanted to get my hands on it.
There's Lorraine.
What was that? Look, what time would Beverly get here, my boy? I'm not overexcited for you.
He's been and gone, Lorraine.
Oh, really? I'm rather glad to hear that. The two of him are great friends, aren't you?
Yes, I think he's a wonderful person.
Well, I suppose he is, but I was a perfect wreck after working with him. All of that Ken who loved seeing the critic song was so magnificent. He kept dropping peanut shells down the front of my dress. I would work them again if I was starving.
Tell me, Lorraine, have you found a new play yet?
As a matter of fact, I haven't. I had a pile of manuscripts ready for me in New York, but I just stashed right over here as soon as Sharon called.
And that was very kind of you, Lorraine. You dropped everything and rushed to Sherry's wheelchair.
What else has in this world of friends?
That's what I always say. Everything okay?
Yes, thank you.
Did you know? Lorraine, did you know that Mr. Jefferson, the young man who drove you to the hotel, has written quite a good play?
I did not. Wow. How interesting. my nails that I simply loathe. You don't suppose to listen to arguments of ranting in this town.
Not if she has any sense.
Well, I suppose I'll have to bear it, but it does impress me. Have you read this, Sammy? Everyone was reading it on the road. They just simply couldn't put it down.
I put it down right there. I'm expecting a phone call about now. I hope you won't mind. Hello? Yes? Yes, Miss Lorraine Sheldon. Yes, she's here. There's a transatlantic call coming through for you, Lorraine.
Here.
It's London.
London. Hello? Yes, hello? Cedric, you darling. How did you know I was here? Cedric, don't talk so fast and you won't stutter so. Yes, that's better. Yeah, I can hear you clearly now, like you're just around the corner. Yes. What do you mean, Cedric, darling? Yes, I do. Cedric, would you hold on just for a moment, darling? Would you mind? That is a very personal call. Lord Butterman, would you mind?
Oh, not at all.
Yes, go on. Yes.